Guys, was UFC Noche a failure? Let's get into it. Looking at the card, I mean, top to bottom, not a whole lot of name value, very top heavy with Sean O'Malley and Rob Dvalishvili. And guys, honestly, lackluster performance for Sean O'Malley, but not taking anything away. I had my boy Merab. I had my boy Merab as he was a slight underdog, I believe, going into it. And I was rooting for him, guys. Be honest, I like O'Malley, but styles make fights. It was not a pretty fight. Definitely just had to grind it out pretty much. And in that fifth round, I was a little bit nervous. I ain't gonna cap. That fifth round had me a little bit of sweat, a little bit on edge. But Merab got the job done. Guys, 48-47. Come on now. I mean, maybe you could have gave Sean the fifth round and the second, but aside from that, I had it 4-1, maybe even 5 rounds to I'll give it 4-1. 4-1 in my opinion. But we got a new champ, and even if Sean would have gotten past Merab, I don't think he would have gotten past Umar. I think Umar is next up. We got Merab and Umar next, and guys, Umar can do it all. This man can strike. I think he's levels above Merab Dvalishvili on the feet, and he can match him in the wrestling. So we'll just see if Merab's pace can he grind out another one? I don't know. But, we got a new champ. As for Sean, guys, we got plenty of matches still. And, I saw people saying that Sean didn't look good. It wasn't his night. Yeah, it wasn't his night. When you got somebody that is going to pressure you, is going to feint for the takedowns, is going to take you down at will, Merab looked so much stronger. I thought Merab was going to have a hard time keeping him down, but, he proved me wrong. He kept him down. Ton of control time. But, guys, Corey the Sandman, I think that's a solid matchup for O'Malley if he wants to, stay in the title picture. Good stylistic matchup. But aside from that, guys, I don't see, O'Malley being champ again. I think we got Umar. I think Umar's next up. But moving on. Co-main event, we had Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso. And she dominated, guys. She showed why she's got all these defenses. Grasso, I mean, just a takedown. She cannot get her off her. It was another lackluster performance. Solid performance by the champ. And then Diego Lopez versus Brian Ortega. I talked about this in short. Guys, I thought, Brian, with all the injuries and him being a little older, 33, this is a young man sport, guys. And Diego just looked so much stronger, so much crisper with his striking. That left hook was money, guys. Landed it several times. And Brian just showed his toughness, his tenacity to stay in there the whole 3 rounds. And just pretty much survive. Esteban versus Zellhuber. Banger fight. But, guys, I want to talk about Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osborne. I don't like to say robbery, guys, but that was a questionable decision. Unanimous decision? No way, guys. I was like, man, they must have the refs on payroll, because almost any other fight, they would have stopped it in that first round. I'm glad they didn't. Rodriguez grinded out a tough decision, but I don't think his UFC caliber, in my opinion. I like the kid. He's a good kid. He works hard, but the title picture is not in question right now. He's talking about, I want to be UFC champion. That's what everybody wants. If that's not your goal, then what are you doing in the UFC? Everybody wants to be champion. But, he lost that first round decisively, obviously, right? We can all say that. He lost the first round. He got dropped, almost got submitted several times. How he survived that was insane. Tough kid, tough kid. But that second round, I gave it to Rodriguez. And then that third round, Ode started good. He was jabbing and making a miss. Rodriguez going for these big crazy looping shots, trying to get him out of there. I still had that third round for Ode. And I was like, okay, you know, it'll be a split decision for Ode. But when they said unanimous, I was like, you know, sus decision, in my opinion. And then we had Norma Giat Dumont versus Irene Aldana. 30-27, nasty cut, insane damage. You know, Irene walking forward the whole time, but, you know, not very much jabs. Just she couldn't find the target. Dumont was just a level above her on the feet. And then we had Ignacio versus Manuel Torres. Solid fight. Ended a TKO. Then we had Joshua Van versus Edgar Chairez, unanimous decision. Guys, a ton of decisions, only one ending by TKO. Although they were good fights in my opinion, you know, UFC Noche was kind of a dud. You know, the production, everything behind it was pretty great, but as a spectator, you know, being at home, it wasn't that crazy. I like how the ring girls, you know, are in their little fits. That was pretty cool. Nice little addition. But nothing too crazy for the fan at home. And even the prelims, there wasn't, you know, a lot of crazy production for those guys. But all in all, I would say, I mean, C plus card for the spectators at home. That's what I would say, you know, C plus card. I think Dana talking about the once in a lifetime opportunity was just him, you know, testing the waters. If it would have been a success, you know, Merab would have got the KO, Valentino would have got the KO, Diego Lopez would have slept in the first round. I think it would have been a little bit of a different conversation as far as coming back to the Sphere. I'm glad it failed as far as ticket sales because, guys, $2K to be in the nosebleeds? Hell nah. Dana getting too greedy, bro. So, as far as it doing, it sold out. And it looked crazy on the inside. But nothing different as far as viewing experience for the fan at home, in my opinion. So, I would say